if you are not getting the environment to practice English, the environment I'm talking about, the external environment. We all face the common problem, and that is we think that with whom I'm going to talk. I don't have anyone in my life with whom I can practice English, or I can't find any platform. So, that external environment, if it is not there with you, you have to start working on internal environment. Hey, hello everyone, my name is Veena Roy, and today in this particular video, I'm going to talk about your English fluency and communication skills. Do you want to improve your English fluency? Want to add good vocabulary? Want to improve your communication skills? Want to know how I have improved my English fluency? Then yes, this particular video is for you. If you are new in this particular channel, kindly like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button icon. And yes, thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for liking all my videos. So I was talking about external environment. Now external environment means people around us, our family members, our neighbors, our friends, family. So now we cannot expect them that they are going to help us because they have their responsibilities, duties. But yes, if they are like-minded, if they also want to improve English fluency, want to improve their vocabulary, you can talk with them that let's start practicing English. Now you have to understand one important thing, that the external environment which is there with you will not support you every time because they have their challenges, they have their work. But if you have the fire in your belly to improve your English fluency, then you have to work on internal environment. Now, what is internal environment? Internal environment means few things. Number one, reading, writing, speaking, and listening, which you can intake. And right now, I took a long pause because even I just want you to think, apart from these four internal environment, what else you would like to add? Because I believe that English is all about these four things: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Now you might say that we don't have time. We don't have time, we have work, as well as we have to push ourselves so that we can get a job. Now, there is no time for us to practice English, and you are talking about four things: reading, writing, listening, and speaking every time. So, my dear friends, you have to understand this, that this is a language. So, now don't be harsh on yourself. If you really want to improve this particular language, English, then yes, you have to set aside a particular time, 10 to 15 minutes every single day, and you have to practice this particular language. Now, sometimes what happens, or nowadays, we feel that without English we cannot survive. Now, this is not entirely true, but we can say that yes, because English is really important. If you are not speaking fluently, if you don't know how to communicate effectively using this particular language, that means you will not get better opportunities. First, they will ask you in English that whether you know this English or not. If you cannot speak in that case, they will hire some other candidates, right? Even though if you pass the examination, in that case also, if you really want to grow in your life, in that case also, you need this particular language, English. Otherwise, you will find yourself somewhere or the other that your confidence is not there in front of people. So consider this particular language as a language, the way we speak our mother tongue, the vernacular languages, the different languages. See, we all, have just we are just giving pressure to ourselves that if you don't know this language, you cannot stand. You have to really improve this particular language. And my dear friends, if you will take stress, you cannot improve this language. You have to take it lightly. But along with that, few things if you apply every day in your life, you will improve this language. And we have to understand this. We have to understand that we have to improve this particular language. So start focusing on 4 things: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Now, how to start? As I have already mentioned, that 10 to 15 minutes. If you are a beginner, you have to understand that we really need to learn words. And how we can learn words? By observing the things. So when you wake up early in the morning, look around yourself. What are the things you see? Start using or start speaking those words which you see in front of you. A chair, a table, a laptop, a kitchen, a mirror, whatever you see, start speaking. Because we need words first as a beginner. After that, you can improve those simple words, try to find out synonyms, antonyms, and can level up your English. First thing, we need words. So when you get words, try to understand the words. Try to know the meaning. If you know those simple words like those things, the name of the things, room, curtain, table, chair, all those simple things, start speaking that this is good, this is a mirror, this is a table, this is a laptop. Every single day I wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. By simple sentences, start speaking. Because if you will consume every time and not speak, you will see that you are not improving your English. Because one of the most common problem we all have is, or the challenge we have is, we consume, but at times we don't practice, and we say that we are not improving, and then we will complain again that I don't know why I'm not improving. So start with words, next with sentences. Observe the words around you and then start making sentences. After that, you should read books. Now, books you should read your interest. If you feel that this book gives me interest, then yes, read that book. Because sometimes, just because of influence, we purchase or we buy different types of books, and then we end up not reading and keeping those books on the shelf as it is. So don't waste your money. So first thing, wake up early in the morning, observe, speak those words, speak those sentences as a beginner. And if you really want to advance, start learning synonyms and antonyms. Yes, you heard me right. And after that, start reading advanced level books. And if you consider that you are reading something which is very simple, I recommend that. Yes. And now the question is how I have learned English by speaking this way, the way I am saying to you. Reading, writing, listening. Read more, listen more, because until and unless you will listen, you will not be able to remember those words. You cannot solidify your word sentences. Look at a baby, how a baby speaks. My baby, she is 2 years old and now she is speaking English. She is speaking those good words and sometimes sentences also. She is only 2 years old. How she is speaking? Because I am speaking with her in English and she is only listening, and then next time she is speaking. So if you will listen more, if you will observe more, if you will listen more, and then automatically your brain will strike. Automatically your brain will tell you that you have to speak this. So what are you waiting for? Start with words, and then after that, read something, read a paragraph, understand the paragraph. If you encounter any word, later on you find the meaning, and then try to talk about that particular para. Hey, hello everyone. Today I have learned these three things from this particular para, from this particular book. Put your effort. Do some kind of exercises. If you are learning, speak out, because until and unless you speak, you won't be able to achieve what you really want. English is the language which we are focusing, and after that we have to work on communication skills, and that is organizing your content. So until and unless you know words, sentences, you know some idea, because reading will give you ideas, content, information which is required to communicate effectively. Because for good communicator, to become a good communicator, we need storytelling as well. So for stories, we need to weave stories. We have to learn or read stories. Then only we can inspire people with those stories, connecting those dots. So read, listen more. Now we keep on watching our reels. We keep on watching those YouTube videos which are irrelevant. So try to watch every single day any English podcast, any English video, any English story or short video clips with subtitles. So if you will practice, or if you will replace those unwanted stuff with these English wanted stuffs, what will happen? You will improve. Only the thing is, you have to maintain a time, you have to prepare a schedule. If you feel that throughout the day you are busy, what you can do is, at the end of the day, just write down, write and speak, write and speak. Because trust me, if you are a beginner or if you are an intermediate, you have to continue with the process the way I'm saying. Every single day you have to speak. Every single day, if there is no external environment, you have to speak. You have to work with internal environment. Internal environment means working on these three things: reading, writing, listening, speaking. And speaking is the must. Speaking is must. You have to speak every single day. And if you miss speaking, again, you have to just start from the scratch again. Start speaking from today, because if you will focus on grammar, I mean to say that sometimes we are worried. See, grammar is important. I am not denying the fact. Grammar is important. Without grammar or without knowing the rules, what will happen? You will speak wrong English. But initially, if you will focus on grammatical rules, what will happen? You will end up learning nothing. So forget about grammar. Keep aside that grammar first. First start speaking, reading, writing about whatever you are reading. Listen more, write. Read, write. Before speaking, write something and then speak. Because preparation is the key. All the great speakers, they get tongue tied. They practice every time. If I will ask you that, okay, tell me about your favorite hobby, what will happen? You will think, because you have never practiced. So keep on practicing all the topics. So if you will practice at least 100 topics, what will happen? You will generate good words, good thoughts, the way I am speaking every day. If I am creating this particular video, keeping aside a particular time, what's happening here? That's I'm improving. I'm sharing my knowledge, and in the same way you have to also do. So my dear friends, start working on these 4 things. If you will do these 4 things, even if you don't have time, at least one thing every single day for 30 days. Only few days are left. This year is come to an end. So these 90 to 80 days, make good use of it, and you will see after December, in January, you have changed everything, your communication skills. See, for better communication, you have to focus on your vocal variety as well. Whenever you are speaking, speak with volume. Don't have to shy. Like, if you are worried about what people are going to think, see, I'm creating this particular video, I'm not thinking about anyone. I'm just thinking about how I can improve my English. I'm not editing this particular video. Do you know why? Because I just want to showcase that as an English teacher, I also used to feel that my English is good. I know everything, all the words, everything. But when I landed up into a public speaking platform, I realized that I need to work on English, this particular language, even after that, my communication skills. Because English is just a language. And after learning this language, brushing up this particular language, learning how I can improve my listening skills, reading skills, my speaking skills. I have worked on my communication skills, how I can use my good body language, my eye contact, my vocal variety, my tone, my pitch, so that I can deliver everything effectively, effortlessly, and can inspire my audience. So, what are you waiting for? Start practicing from today. If you will think that tomorrow, the next week, the next month, that day will not come, because we have come here for a short period of time. So make good use of this time. Start practicing. Make your career better learning this particular language. We know that we respect our language, Hindi, but this English is on demand and we cannot deny this. So, what are you waiting for? If you really want to join my class, the link is in the description. Feel free to reach out. This is Beena Roy signing off.